Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learn English with Podcasts.
Hi, everyone. So good to have you here.
I'm Adam,
And I'm Sarah.
and today we have a great episode for you.
We do. But first, Adam, can I ask you something?
Sure, go ahead.
Did you set up the recording equipment today, or did you just show up?
I showed up.
Haha, I knew it.
In my defense, you always set everything up before I arrive.
Every single time.
You're very good at it.
That's not a compliment. That's a confession.
Okay, fair enough.
But honestly, that's kind of perfect for today's episode.
It is, because today we're talking about the verb to set,
And set up is literally the first one on the list.
which apparently I never do.
You said it, not me.
All right, so to set.
Such a small word, such a big verb.
Right. And this came up for me recently in a very real situation.
Oh, yeah? Tell us.
So, a few weeks ago, I was helping a friend.
Mm-hmm.
He's starting a small business, a catering business, actually.
Oh, nice.
And he called me completely stressed out. And he said, I don't know where to start.
Classic.
And I said, okay, let's just set things up one by one.
Very practical.
First, we need to set aside some time to plan properly.
Good thinking.
Then, we set down all the steps on paper.
So you wrote everything out.
Exactly. And once we did that, the whole thing felt less overwhelming.
Because you could see it clearly.
Yes. And then he said, okay, I think I can set this whole thing in motion now.
And did he?
He did. His first event was last weekend.
That's amazing.
It really was. And honestly, that whole conversation was basically a set masterclass.
Without even trying.
Without even trying. Set up, set aside, set down, set out.
All in one phone call.
All in one phone call.
You know, set is one of those verbs that just shows up everywhere.
Everywhere.
Like in everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
At work.
Absolutely.
Even in nature, like winter sets in.
Oh, yes, that one's great.
It just arrives and stays.
Like an unwanted house guest.
Exactly. It sets in and it doesn't leave until April.
Sometimes May.
Don't remind me. But that's the thing about set. It works in so many different contexts.
Physical situations.
Professional situations.
Emotional ones, too.
And that's what we're going to break down today.
11 phrasal verbs, all built around set.
11 is a lot.
It is. But they're all incredibly useful.
And once you see the logic behind them, they click.
The particles make sense.
Up, in, aside, by, down, forth, apart, upon, out, off.
Each one changes the meaning.
But in a logical way.
And that's what we love about phrasal verbs, right?
That's the thing. People think phrasal verbs are random.
They're really not.
Once you understand the particle, you understand the verb.
Totally. Like set aside. Aside means to the side.
So you're putting something to the side, reserving it.
Simple.
Or set down. Down means lower onto a surface.
So you're putting something down, writing it, recording it.
Exactly. The particle tells you the direction.
The direction tells you the meaning,
And the meaning helps you use it correctly.
which is what we're here for.
Right. Now, before we dive in, quick note for our French-speaking listeners.
Yes,
If you want the complete ebook with all 30 phrasal verbs we cover in this series,
all organized, all explained.
just send us an email. You'll find the link in the article below this video.
Write to us. Mention you saw this episode.
And we'll send it to you personally.
It's a great resource to have alongside these episodes.
Perfect for review, perfect for exam prep.
Okay, so we have 11 phrasal verbs to cover today.
11. Let's not waste any time.
Although we always waste a little time.
That's true, but it's entertaining wasted time.
The best kind.
Okay, so the verb is to set.
And we're going to go through each phrasal verb one by one.
With definitions, examples, and the logic of the particle.
By the end of this episode, you'll be able to use set in at least 10 different situations.
Maybe 11.
Maybe 11. Ambitious.
That's us.
All right, stay with us. Part 2 is coming right up.
Okay, let's get into it.
11 phrasal verbs with set.
And before we start, one quick thing.
Yes.
If English is not your first language, you can always turn on YouTube's subtitles.
Yes, great point.
You get a real-time translation while you listen.
Super useful, especially for this kind of episode.
Just click the CC button, bottom of the screen.
All right, let's go. First one.
To set up.
And this one actually has 2 very different meanings.
2 meanings, same verb. Let's start with the first one.
To set up meaning 1. To install, to organize, to prepare something from scratch.
You set up a meeting, you set up a system, you set up a business.
You build something that didn't exist before.
For example, we set up the meeting room before the client arrived.
Nice. Everything was ready. Chairs, projector, water on the table.
All of that is setting up.
And the particle up here gives you the idea of building, constructing, making something rise from nothing.
Like erecting something.
Exactly. You're bringing something up to a functional state.
Now, meaning 2, and this one is a bit darker.
Yes.
To set someone up, meaning to frame someone, to trap them.
You make someone look guilty for something they didn't do.
For example, the employee was set up to take the blame for the missing documents.
Ouch.
Right? He didn't do anything, but someone arranged it so that he looked responsible.
That's a setup.
And the particle up here gives the idea of something being constructed in secret, like an ambush.
A plan built in the shadows.
Exactly. So set up equals organize and prepare, or frame someone. Context tells you which one.
Always listen to context.
Always. Okay, number 2.
To set in.
This one means to begin, to settle in, usually for something that lasts.
A season, a mood, a feeling. Something that arrives and stays.
For example, winter sets in early in the north.
You feel it. The cold arrives, and it doesn't leave.
That's setting in.
Or even in a professional context, fatigue set in after the 3rd week of the project.
Everyone on the team was exhausted.
And it wasn't going away anytime soon.
The particle in here suggests something entering and taking its place.
Installing itself durably.
Like it moves in and unpacks its bags.
Yes, exactly.
So set in equals begin and settle, usually something that lasts and isn't easy to shake off.
Next one, to set aside.
Oh, this one is very practical.
Very. To set aside means to put something to one side, to reserve it, to keep it for later.
You set aside time, you set aside money, you set aside a document to review later.
For example, we set aside some time to review the budget.
They didn't review it in the middle of everything else. They protected that time.
They put it aside, reserved it.
And the particle aside literally means to the side.
You're creating a separation, putting something out of the main flow.
To come back to it later or to prioritize something else first.
Very useful in work situations.
Extremely. Let's set that aside for now and come back to it at the end of the meeting.
You hear that constantly in meetings.
Constantly. So set aside equals reserve, put to one side, save for later.
Number 5, to set by.
This one is close to set aside, but more specific.
Yes, to set by means to save, usually money or resources for a future need.
For example, we set by a portion of the budget for emergencies.
Smart financial planning right there. You don't spend everything, you keep some in reserve.
And the particle by gives the idea of nearness, keeping something close, at hand, just in case.
Like putting it in a drawer next to you.
Not far away, not forgotten, just kept. So set by equals save something, usually money or resources, for a future need.
Number 6, to set down.
2 meanings again here.
Yes. First meaning, to physically place something down, to put it on a surface.
But in professional English, the more common meaning is to record, to write down, to note something officially.
For example, please set down the client's feedback during the call.
Take notes, record what they say. Don't let it get lost.
That's setting it down.
And the particle down gives you the idea of lowering something onto a surface.
Putting it flat, fixing it in place.
Like when you write something down on paper, you're anchoring it, making it real.
Exactly. So, set down means to physically place something or record and write officially.
Number 6, to set forth.
This one sounds a little formal.
It is, but you'll see it in professional writing, reports, presentations.
To set forth means to present clearly, to outline, to lay out ideas or arguments.
For example, she set forth her proposal during the meeting.
She didn't just mention it vaguely, she laid it out clearly, point by point.
And the particle forth means forward, outward.
You're putting your ideas out there in front of people, moving them forward.
So set forth equals present or outline something clearly and formally.
Number 7, to set apart.
Oh, I like this one.
Me too. To set apart means to distinguish, to differentiate, to make someone or something stand out.
For example, her skills set her apart from the other candidates.
She wasn't just good, she was noticeably different, better, distinctive.
That's being set apart.
And the particle apart means separation, a clear distance between one thing and another.
What sets you apart is what makes you unique.
Exactly. So set apart equals distinguish, differentiate, make stand out.
Number 8, to set upon, also to set on.
This one is more intense.
Yes, to set upon someone means to attack, to go after someone suddenly and aggressively.
For example, the team was set upon by angry customers.
Not a great day at the office.
Not at all. Those customers came in aggressively, and the team had to deal with it.
And the alternative form, the watchdog was set on the intruder.
The dog was directed, targeted, sent after someone.
The particle upon is a more formal version of on. It suggests a sudden, direct movement toward a target.
You're launching yourself at something.
So set upon or set on means attack suddenly or direct aggressively toward a target.
Number 9, to set to.
Short but energetic.
Very. To set to means to begin doing something with energy, with determination.
It's close to get started, but with more drive.
For example, he set to work early and finished a report before lunch.
He didn't drag his feet. He started immediately with focus.
That's setting to.
And the to here connects the action to what follows. It points you directly at the task.
You're aimed at it, and you move.
So set to means begin something with energy and determination.
Number 10, to set out.
Also sometimes set something out.
Yes, to set out means to present a plan or idea clearly, to put it in motion, to organize it so others can understand.
For example, the manager set out the new strategy during the meeting.
She didn't just mention it, she laid it all out, structured, visible, clear.
And the particle out gives the idea of deploying outward, unrolling, making visible.
Like spreading a map on a table.
Everyone can see the full picture now.
So, set out means present or explain a plan clearly or begin a journey or project.
Last one, number 11.
To set off.
And this one has two common meanings.
First meaning, to trigger something, to cause a reaction.
For example, the announcement set off a wave of reactions.
One piece of news, and suddenly everyone's talking, responding, reacting.
That's being set off.
Second meaning, to depart, to leave for somewhere.
They set off early to avoid the traffic.
They left. They started their journey.
And the particle off gives the idea of a sudden activation, like pressing a button.
Or releasing something that was held in place.
So set off means trigger a reaction or depart and begin a journey.
All right, that's all 11.
Let's do a quick recap. Fast, just the verb and the core meaning.
Set up, organize and prepare, or frame someone.
Set in, begin and settle durably.
Set aside, put to one side, reserve for later.
Set by, save, usually money or resources.
Set down, place physically or write and record.
Set forth, present clearly and formally.
Set apart, distinguish, make stand out.
Set on or set upon, attack suddenly.
Set to, begin with energy and determination.
Set out, present a plan clearly or begin something.
Set off, trigger a reaction or depart.
11 verbs, 1 root, endless situations.
And now, a little challenge.
Yes, don't just listen and forget.
Pick 3 of these verbs, just 3.
And write 1 sentence with each one, in English.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
It just has to be yours.
Write it down. Set it down. See what we did there?
Very smooth.
Thank you. I try.
And if you want to test yourself more formally, we have a quiz.
Yes, head over to the article linked below this video.
You'll find a full written summary of everything we covered today.
Plus a 5-question quiz to check your understanding.
No pressure, just a way to lock in what you learned.
Because hearing something once is a start.
Using it is what makes it stick.
That's the whole point of this series.
30 families, real English, real situations.
And you're already 16 episodes in.
Which means you've already covered a lot of ground.
Keep going.
Seriously, you're doing the work. That matters.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening today.
It means a lot, really.
If you enjoyed this episode, share it with someone who's learning English too.
The more, the merrier.
See you very soon for the next family.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.